What's going on, Clashers? Touring 56 from iKonik here, bringing you another war recap video. This was War 103, and as you can see there, another victory. An easy victory, a dominant victory, a near perfect victory. We missed 1 star on these guys, unfortunately. That was it. So 74 out of 75 possible stars to their 46. That gives us an 85, 15, and 3 record overall. And that's the tail of the tape right there. Look at that, 24 3-star attacks to their 3. And 99.7% average destruction, just complete wreckage. This was a fun war to be a part of iKonik, let me tell you. Atlas Warriors, they were trying. Give them credit for that. They just don't seem like they're a hardcore war clan. We played host actually to a couple of their members. Came over and chilled with us for part of the war. Normally not something we would do in a competitive war, but this was from the very beginning not a competitive war, so we thought we'd play host and just chat with some of them for a little while. Seemed pretty nice, and just not all on the same page as far as wanting to be a war clan. So this is what you get when when that happens. You get lopsided wars. They had some pretty easy bases and didn't put a ton of great attacks up on the board. They had a few, but not a ton. So this is what we missed right there. Moo Cow, number 5. Just, we threw several attacks at it, just couldn't crack it. Couldn't find its number, but everybody else we took out. And this was an interesting war for us. We did not have, as you can see here, we had no Town Hall 10s. This was the first war in a long time that there's been no Town Hall 10s in this war. It's all 9s and 8s. So kind of interesting, kind of fun, different little composition, different matchups, and it was a fun one. Lots of great attackers this war. We had several, 5 heavy hitters, I should say. We had Tycho, horsepower 18, BubbleBoy, Mohammed, and Landtripper, all getting 6 stars. And then for the 5-star bitch slappers, we had myself, turn 56, Tobin 36, Hassan just missed it. He had a 99% 2-star to go for the 5, almost got it. Phil, Daniel, Curtsie, and Warren to round out the bitch slappers. So great job to everybody on those 2 lists and to the entire clan as well. This was a team effort through and through. When you come this close to perfection, that's what it takes, is team work. So awesome job, iKonik. Wow, tough war to decide which replays to show. I had 24 3-stars to choose from, and I watched them all, and I decided on 4. So these are the ones we're going to watch. We're going to start off with Daniel taking on number 10. He brought a hogowiwi to this fight. And starting off over here with just a quick little lure, a few hogs. Just missed pre-popping a bomb there too. I think he was just slightly offline, but gets the full lure and brings them all down over here into the east corner. Nice, very technically precise clan castle kill. The only thing I would have done a little bit differently is I would have brought it maybe a little bit deeper into the core, away from those defenses. But I love the barbs going down first to distract, then the witches, then the wizards and archers, then the archer queen. Very nicely done. While that's finishing up, he's got the golem coming in. Watch how he offsets these wall breakers. Perfect technique there. You don't want those wall breakers right on top of the golem. They're vulnerable to splash damage. And he's got a funnel up and running. There goes the BK focusing in on the enemy archer queen. And as soon as she's engaged, here come the hogs from the southwest. The one thing I think I would have changed on the deployment of the hogs is I would have brought him in from a side a little bit closer to where more of his DPS was, because he ends up losing a bit of his DPS. The archer queen is going down here. He lost both his witches already. He does have this little group down here over the south around that Barb King, but other than that, his DPS has gotten taken out. He can get away with it on this base because it's a lower level. It doesn't have a ton of high defensive buildings, but on a tougher building, or a tougher base, I should say, that can sometimes make the difference. But that's just me, being totally nitpicky, looking for things to comment on and help out with. Still a great attack. Don't want to take anything away from it. Just wrecked this base. Has a ton of hogs left over. And we will just kind of fast forward. And I also love how he held on to a couple wizards for late minute cleanup. That's always a good idea if you can hang on to 2 or 3 wizards at the end for deployment to help with the cleanup. So great attack, Daniel. Keep up the good work, bud. Nice 3-star. Next, I think we will show this guy. This was the base that Chief Redback had been waiting for so many wars, waiting for base to use these Valkyries, and he got one. So had to show it. Could not show it. Starts off with a nice lure here. He's got a giant and a hog. Love the cheap lures. Thanks for the easy lure, Mr. Base Designer. And then he's going to bring these guys back up over here to this corner. Take care of them with a relatively standard CC kill. But you notice here he's only got this level 1 witch, the base level witch, and she's just not doing a great job. She's not spawning quite enough skeletons. And he had those wizards down early as distractions, and so he lost a few of those wizards. He loses a few more troops here than is ideal, but it's alright. He powers through it, gets the rest of those CC troops down, and he started the main push of his attack here. So he's got a couple of golems here, and these golems are going to do a great job tanking for him, while up in this north corner here he's going to let loose the redheads, his Barb King. And this is just adorable because his Barb King has the biggest crush on these Valkyries. He just follows them throughout the entire base. He must really love them. So other than this one wall that they're pushing through right here to get to that Archer Queen, there are no walls on this base that are going to hold these ladies back, and that is their kryptonite, really, is walls. So as long as he keeps some heals on them from time to time, there is nothing on this base that's going to stop them. The only thing that can stop Valkyries is splash damage from the clan castle, whether it's whiz or drags or something like that, spring traps and walls. And so he's going to keep them healed. They shrug off those giant bombs, and look at him just power through this base. And this entire time, he's gotten some nice tanking going on the other side of the base from the golem, kept up his Archer Queen, and they've just funneled nicely. It's like watching a game of Plinko with those Valkyries just dropping through the base. Pretty fun attack to watch. And it's pretty much over at this point. 2 defenses left. They're powering their way through this base, and there they go. So, awesome job, Chief. Nice use of the redheads, good base identification. Finding a base that you could wipe out with those Valkyries. Fun to watch, bud. Nice work. So, the next attack I'm going to show you is by one of our brand new members, Mohammed. And this, I really liked this attack. Watch how he just takes this base down in sections. Starts off, all it takes is 5 loons, and he's going to take out the 4 defenses over in this chamber over here. Perfect number of loons, brought the exact right number to take out. So that entire chamber is completely wiped out. Now he's going to grab a quick little lure and bring it off to the east. And that's where he's going to push in with his golem and his kill squad. And they're going to take out that other chamber. He does a nice little kill squad here as well, managing to, he gets all of those wizards nice and clumped up. and just drops a few whiz behind them, and so they go down pretty quickly. His golem will go down pretty quickly as well because there's a whole bunch of defenses just raining in damage on top of him, but he doesn't need that golem up for very long. So gets a funnel up there, and here come the heroes. They're going to take out the archer queen. And really all of their job is pretty much done at this point. He just wants to take out the archer queen and clear out that section. And so now all he has is this one. He's got these 3 sections, the south, core, and north. And he's got all these hogs and 4 heal spells to accomplish this task. Did a great job just paring down the sides of this base. You can see him starting to sprinkle in some archers here and there to get started on the cleanup. A little bit late on one of the heals there, so almost lost a few hogs, but didn't end up hurting him. And he has still managed to keep his heroes up and running this entire time as well. And it's just a fun attack to watch. I love it when people can look at a base and just pick it apart and identify exactly what you need to take out each individual little section on it. It's just more interesting for me to watch than one attack that sweeps all the way through a base all at once. That was just a really nice attack. So nice to have you aboard, Mohammed. Great first war with iKonik. Love to see what you can do, bud. Managed to put up 6 stars with us. So nice to have you here. Awesome job. Keep up the good work. Alright, the last attack I'm going to show you is also by a relatively new member, one of our newer Town Hall 8s. This is by Landtripper, and he brought a holo, a Town Hall 8 holo. Hard to do with these level 5 balloons, but I love what he does here. With 10 balloons, he takes out 5 defenses, all on the exterior there. He takes out the 4 cannons and that 1 wizard tower. He also sends in 1 hog to make sure he gets the full lure. But so for 10 balloons, he gets 5 defenses, the full lure, and look how much he has shrunk this base by. At Town Hall 8, you only have 3 heal spells if you're bringing hogs. So by taking out all those defenses, he effectively shrunk the base size of where he's going to need to drop his heals. He made it that much easier for his hogs to stay alive on this attack. So I really like that first move. It's hard to use Town Hall 8 holo. Those level 5 balloons are not easy, so good job here, Landtripper. So, and here comes the hogs. At this point, all he's got to do is keep a very small section of that base healed with those hogs, and he's off and running. Good job on the CC kill. Didn't bring CC witches. Brought his own wizards and was able to take out the CC without any incident. And this attack is over. Look at that, just like that. Hogs moved through really, really quickly on this one, and it is just clean up. So love the creativity on that one. Love the base identification. Love the fact that, hey, if he's going to give me 5 cheap defenses, I'm going to take 5 cheap defenses. You take what the base gives you. This was a great example of that. Really nice Town Hall 8 holo by Landtripper. Alright, you guys, those were the replays that I wanted to show you. Like I said before, I wish I could show, if I had more memory on my computer, I could show you all 24 attacks, but it's just not going to happen. So I hope you enjoyed those attacks. Great war, everybody. Nice work, iKonik. Looking forward to the next one. So, until the next one, this is Turn 56 saying keep on clashing.